Welcome on in, guys, for a part two. Whew, this is spicy. This is a lot. Okay, we're on part two. These are Crash's planned changes. I had to get a drink. I had to go to the bathroom. This is intense, guys. I'm getting all sweated up. I got my door open now. I got the cold air coming through. Woosah, baby. If you guys would like to become members on my channel, I have memberships available. I got emotes available. You could do all that stuff. But if you would just do me the favor and hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, it really helps me out. I'd really appreciate it, guys. Now let's get into it. Plan changes. This is part two. With the context out of the way, let's get down to the changes we are planning to make. The overall goal of these changes is to lean into the competitive nature of Battlegrounds and make the goal to win matches and to do so frequently. 1. Removal of the solo event. This change is related to restructuring the meta systems. We will be removing the solo event and distributing that reward budget between the victory track and the gladiator circuit. With most of the milestone budget going to the victory track and most of the ranked rewards budget going to the GC. It won't be a one-to-one mapping of rewards, but it will mean both progress in the VT and GC are more rewarding. Target timeline. Removal of the solo event, Season 28. Buff to victory track rewards, Season 27, but they crossed out 28. We managed to sneak it in for this coming season. Whoa, that's massive, y'all. Wow. I'm taking a picture of this. I can't believe it, guys. Holy moly, it's here. Yes, this means for the next 2 seasons, the solo event will run alongside the buff to victory track rewards. So we're getting buff to victory track rewards, and we're getting a solo event. The solo event will run alongside the buffed victory track rewards, allowing players to double dip. So is the solo event getting... Did I just read the solo event? Yes, we'll be removing the solo event and distributing... Okay, we'll be able to double dip, but they're removing it in the future, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully the solo event's better and not 6-star shards. 2. Creation of Radiance, a new competitive currency in store. Here we go. This change is related to solving the problem above, that the game has become too big. The plan is that Radiance will eventually replace a substantial portion of the ranked rewards in all competitive modes. This solves all 3 problems I mentioned above. Wow, that's huge, dude. It allows us to control the total reward distribution while better valuing summoner time. It allows us to update the ranked rewards across the game by updating a single store. It allows summoners to choose their own adventure. Dude, that's so cool. I mean, I'm all for this. That's pretty awesome. I really like this. When it comes to which modes they want to be competitive in and which they don't, I think I like to choose their own adventure when it's like, I want to choose my rewards. I want to get Titan Crystals or rank 4 materials, or rank 3 materials, or tier 6 CC. It's like, that's why in raids we need that adventure in Nightmare raids. Okay, Crashty, can you give us that adventure in Nightmare raids? Introducing this currency also helps future-proof the ecosystem as we're working on another major mode with competitive components. Target timeline. Spicy. GC rewards overhaul. Wait. Timeline. Another major mode with competitive components. GC rewards overhaul, Season 28. Okay. AW and AQ to follow later this year. I'm sure you will. Where's the major mode with competitive components? Those are the 2. Sure, you will have a lot of questions, and we will provide more details before the changes are made. So, guys, this is coming. This is next month's Battlegrounds. So, for Season 27, we're going to get a little update, and then next Battleground season, we're going to get the GC and Alliance War and AQ to follow later this year. Thank God. I'll have a lot of questions, and we will provide more details before the changes are made. I'm sure in a live stream. This is going to be a huge live stream. But rest assured, the end result, and there better be some huge stuff going on. Rest assured, the end result will make ranking in the gladiator circuit much more important than it currently is. That's cool. But I just don't want to see rank Celestial 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 get everything. And the rest of the... This is like war all over again, right? It's like Masters gets everything, Platinum 1, and then anyone below that gets absolutely screwed. And it's like, I'm in a Platinum 2, Platinum 3 alliance, man. We plan, we revive, we, full our health pools all the way up before going into a fight. We fully boost. We do what we have to. We mess with our masteries. We turn things off, turn things on. I don't know why we get shafted, why they treat us like, you guys aren't masters. You guys suck. We know you guys don't boost. We know you just 40% revive your way through war. No, that's not what we do at all. We fucking grind it out, bro, just like master teams do. Okay, let's get into it. 3. New objectives to reward pushing higher faster. This change is related to solving the issue of lack of incentive to play Battlegrounds early in the season and create a more even matchmaking experience. Love this. We will be creating objectives that reward early success on the Gladiator circuit. Exact details are still being worked out, but it will probably look something like reach the Gladiator circuit by the end of week 1 of a season. Awesome, I love this. Reach 100 rating on the Gladiator circuit by the end of the week 2 of a season. Reach 2, dude, Crash. This is where, dude, this is what I'm talking about, baby. This is what I'm talking about. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Reach 200 rating on the Gladiator circuit by the end of week 3 of a season. I love that they're doing the points thing. This can completely be done, and this is awesome because they're not just saying be number 1 and be the best in the world and get everything. Like I'm not a big fan of that either. I know like Andy and Bureau and Trap and all those guys want the best of the best, and I hope they do get something better for being number 1. But I really like this. It's like all of us trying to make it to the top, you know, trying to grind these out, trying to get to this point system. I really like that. And then at the end of the season, everyone can get their ranked rewards. The plan right now is for these objectives to also reward Radiance. Target timeline season 28. That is quick. This stuff's coming soon. Wow. See, if we would have just known some of this. Oh man, these videos wouldn't have been going so hot. I was about to make a little ranty video earlier. 4. Restructure victory track to make it easier to gain progress. This change was implemented to increase the accessibility of the mode and make it possible for more players to engage in our desired behavior of a focus on winning matches to progress. We changed the victory track so that you always get more medals for a win than you lose for a loss. I love that. Dramatically increasing the viability of a climb for tens of thousands of players. Target timeline already implemented. Great. 5. Rating decay. This change is related to solving the issue of lack of incentive to play Battlegrounds regularly for competitive players. Exact details are still being sorted out, but the idea is that if you don't play Battlegrounds for a certain number of days, your rating will begin to decay. That's cool. Rating decay is very common in competitive games. Target timeline to be determined will be introduced alongside number 6. Number 6, new ELO tuning and matchmaking settings. This change is related to solving the issue of players at the top running away from the field and having trouble finding matches. Obviously, making sure players can always find a match will become even more important once we introduce rating decay. The way this will work is players' ratings will move less the higher up the ladder they are. This is great. This should have been worked out in the beginning. Keeping the field close together. Players at lower ranks will also have a larger bias towards winning, in the sense they will earn more rating for winning than they lose for losing. This is awesome. It means generally that more participation will be better. This will not, however, apply to the top of the leaderboard. The best player will still finish on top. Yup. We also intend to implement a system that will open up for matchmaking to larger rating gaps faster. We know the impact this can have on match risk, so we are going to look at that scenario to make sure the system feels fair. We also intend to implement a system that will open up matchmaking to larger rating gaps. We know the impact this can have on match risk, yup, like me facing Bureau or Finn. So we are also going to look at that scenario to make sure the system feels fair. Target timeline to be determined will be introduced alongside number 5. Alongside number 5 was rating decay. Awesome. And that'll be alongside number 6. Great. Okay. Restructure Gladiator circuit rank buckets. With more incentive to push and the changes to the victory track medal economy, we expect many more players to reach Gladiator circuit than it was designed to support. So we will be restructuring the buckets with the intent that more players will finish in the ranks above Uru 3. Target timeline GC rewards overhaul season 28. More below, of course. I'm over the limit again. I love you, Crashed. Number 8, experiment with new match formats. The current format will be named Standard Battlegrounds, and we intend to create a new format and experiment with them across seasons. Things we will be exploring include dramatically different scoring parameters, different deck sizes, different band structures, and more. Here we go, baby. Lags, you got what you wanted. This is great. This is like, wow, where have you been, Kabam? You're hearing everything that we were talking about. Target timeline later this year, after championship qualifiers, should they happen. Great. That's a little ways off, but that's pretty good. That's like August, October, November. That's a ways away, but we're getting there, guys. We're getting there shortly but slowly. Number 9, seeding review. We would like to be able to seed players on the victory track based on their placement the season before in the Gladiator circuit. This will obviously help with the uneven matchmaking problem and make an early climb to the Gladiator circuit faster for elite players. Unfortunately, this requires substantial new tech. Whoa. So at this point, we are still reviewing the requirements before making any firm plans. Target timeline to be determined under active exploration, so they're not even knowing about this. 10. Remove the match accept flow. The plan to address the match decline problem is simply make declining a match not an option. Perfect. Target timeline to be determined. All the stuff's, to be, decided, but fix shuffle signets. Shuffle signets will be fixed or restructured to always provide more choice to players. We also are looking into an additional server call that will let an opponent properly see the draft choices the shuffle user can see. Wow. I said above, we didn't prioritize Battlegrounds last year, so why is it the focus now? I'm confident. Final thoughts. I'm confident in our playbook to engage the players we focused on last year. With this playbook and with imminent changes to both the event quest and side quest coming, yes, I believe it's time to refocus on our competitive ecosystem. I completely agree with you, Crashties. What about the Alliance event? For now, we are going to leave that untouched. The rewards are, whatever, as long as everything else. We want to implement the solo event, victory track, layer circuit rewards changes, and see how that all feels and looks in the data. Data. How it feels to us. It feels great. We do have some ideas for how we could change the Alliance event if it comes to that. Could the Alliance event ranked rewards be based on the sum of the Glacier Circuit rating for all Alliance members? Maybe, maybe not. We shall see. One thing I can say is at some point in the not too distant future, we have to reevaluate the Elder's Mark economy, as obviously removing the solo event devalues that currency. Nosy. What about pausing? That's one thing I outlined with no plan solution. We have explored this and will continue to, but our engineers have told us there is no way to keep our app running in the background. Huh? So even if we remove the pause button, players will still be able to pause the game by switching out of the app. So this is something that remains very explorative at the moment. Yes, pausers! I'll kill you all. Finally, while I mentioned we intended to explore new scoring formats, we hear the community's feedback that the change we announced for this season was not a positive one. Since we decided to tinker with Season 27 settings to update the victory track rewards, we decided to also revert the change to the scoring for the time being. Whew. This is a lot. Wow. Oh, man, I'm all caught up, guys. I'm tearing. This is too much for me. Well said, well read. The company has the numbers to identify the most profitable routes. What they also have to consider is how to appease the Uber players that come to compete, which is a necessity because competition leads to media attention, leads to more downloads, and there is a significant following for these players. However, you also need to appease the casual spenders who want rewards that feel valuable from meeting the bare minimum requirements, daily battleground groups. No kidding, dude. Just July 4th, bro. Pandingo. Come on, bro. Wake up. Where you been? Nemesis. Read the whole thing, and I'm not sure there's a single change I disagree with. Incredibly well-written post. Wholeheartedly agree. I agree, too, about the game being too big. It's weird to update rewards when you have to spread it across 20 different channels. Having every game mode enticing all the time makes it feel as if you need to do everything to keep up. I totally agree, Nemesis. Which then is it feels like a job. I see a different few changes that people are asking for a little while now instead of the push. GC early, no more decline button. Love all of it. Dude, this is just phenomenal, guys. Crash nailed it, man. He picked up the mic. He spoke into it. We were angry at first. I was going off a little bit. And by the end, he just mic dropped that shit and kicked me in the nuts. And I fell to my knees crying. And I looked at him and I said, "Sir, Crashed, you are him." And Crash looked at me and said, "I am Legion." And I cried. And this is everything we wanted, right, guys? I can't wait to see Lag's video. I can't wait to see KT's post about this, but I'm going to get mine out there first. My video first. I got to create my thumbnail. Guys, I got memberships on my channel, but all I need you to do is hit the like button. Give me a little thumbs up, ski, and subscribe to my channel. I know you see the subscribe button. It's all grayed out. You haven't clicked it yet. So do that for me right now. Hit all the freaking buttons. Leave a comment. My Marvel comic will be coming out tomorrow. I think it'll be the Wolverine. Then I will focus on Iron Man and Spider-Man and Doom and the Fantastic Four and the Avengers. And oh, it's going to be wild. This was one hell of a post. This is 2 20-minute videos almost. So I hope you guys are buckled in. Get your popcorn. This is just unbelievable. And so well said by Crashed. I mean, this is probably the best post I've ever read from a Kabam employee. Bar none. Mic drop. That's going to do it here, guys. I didn't want to make this one too long, but Crash, man, he knows how to freaking write these posts out. I don't think he misspelled or mistyped one freaking word in that post. And that had to have taken him some time to write. And I appreciate what he does for us. And everything was so well said and well thought out. And I didn't even think about all this stuff. I don't think any of us did. We all were just like, upgrade the rewards. What's taking so long? And man, it makes you wonder. It makes you think, damn, this game is massive. And it's got to be hard to try to spread all that out and figure out a way to make us happy in this area of the game. And, you know, don't piss us off in this area of the game and kind of keep it all even and balanced. It's just not easy to do. And I understand that. And wow, we were assholes. And this is going to be exciting, guys. I think the next few months, once the EQ gets updated, side quest, AQ, we're going to be in this game. This game could really turn a leaf, man, especially with BGs. Wow. Then we got Act 9 coming out next month in April. Man, I'm excited, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. Hit all the buttons, all the freaking buttons. It's your boy Faust. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.